Hello and welcome to another edition of the Digital Foyer. I'm Father Simon here, the pastor for a little bit longer, and joining me today, Father Eran Singha. How you doing, brother?
Very good.
Are you excited?
I am very excited. There are a lot of reasons to be excited, but in particular, there's one reason to be very excited about today.
And what is that?
That we have a parish mission coming up, a Lenten mission here at St. Benedict Parish.
Yeah. So before we get into it, what is a parish mission?
Interesting question. So I think different cultures use different terms. Some people like to call it a retreat, a Lenten retreat, or a Lenten mission or a parish mission. And the whole idea is that the parish comes together for a time of prayer and to go deeper in a certain part of our spiritual life, especially in Lent, in preparation for Easter for Easter to come.
So this is something that only happens like once a year. There's a real special focus. Mm-hmm. We're bringing in a guest speaker because, let's be honest, people are probably sick and tired of hearing from me
us all the time.
And you and Father Isaac. So a fresh voice, fresh perspective. And this is something that, because Lent is this time set aside for spiritual growth, mm-hmm. that we really want to invest in and provide an opportunity for everybody in the parish to grow.
Exactly. Us included.
Us included. Yes, I will be growing. And in fact, it's sad and I don't want to get into it again, but I will be leaving shortly. But I deliberately plan to stay long enough so that I could take in this parish mission, so I could receive myself. That's how excited I am for it.
Awesome.
Now, if I recall, last year, one last thing. Mm-hmm. If people have been to a proclaim night or an adore night, it's almost like doing 3 of those in a row.
Yeah, it has the same flavor. We have time of praise and worship, adoration, a prayer, ministry, a talk that's given. So it's very much like a proclaim night, I would say. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, except
3 nights.
Dedicating that time 3 in a row,
yeah,
just to get that maximum impact. So I think back to last year, Parish Mission SBP 2025.
Yeah.
You featured.
I was there. So I was still a deacon.
Okay.
But I came with a bunch of other companions of the cross deacons and seminarians. We drove from Detroit and it was a blast. And if you recall, hey, pop quiz, do you remember what the theme was if you were at the parish mission? I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Actually, I don't even remember.
Well, you were paying attention, clearly. It was on the parable of the sower.
Yes, of course it was. Yes, now I remember.
Yeah, so it was a blast. We spent a lot of time discerning actually what the Lord's word was for this parish. We worked with Father Graham Keep, who was there with us, and we gave a series of talks, and it was incredible. It was very powerful. A lot of people were really moved, and I think people can look back and see what are those fruits from last year. If you're there for that, how has that helped you grow in your spiritual life up until now?
Yeah, that's amazing. So you, Deacon Eran, Deacon Michael, who is now Father Michael in Lower Sackville at Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
And
Matt Connor was there.
Seminarian Matt Connor.
Yeah.
All under the guidance of Father Graham Keep. Yeah, what an awesome team. So much fun.
Yeah.
Now, we've got a new speaker this year.
Yeah. Way better than the last year's speakers.
Better than the 4 of you combined?
That's right.
Could it be possible?
I think it's possible.
Tell us about our new speaker.
We have a very holy and lovely lady coming from the UK. Her name is Hannah Von Spruce.
Yes.
And she is, we like to say, a virgin and doctor of the church, so to speak. So she is a consecrated virgin. And that means she has given her life completely for the mission of the church in a very special way. And that she has a PhD in some area of theology. How many PhDs do you have, Father Simon?
So far, I don't have any.
I gotta say, I don't have any either.
So she definitely has more degrees than both of us combined.
Yeah.
She's very intelligent. And in fact, as part of her research, she came to St. Benedict years ago, and learning from what we were doing here in terms of parish renewal, that went into her research for her PhD. So
very cool.
Things have come full circle. Now she's presenting to us.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's going to be taking us through her thesis.
I don't think so. That would be too much for even for us.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That sounds a bit boring.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't doubt her then.
But what will be the theme that she's going to be speaking into?
Yeah, so she's going to be speaking on our identity rooted in our relationship with God and how that overflows into God's plan for us, for our work and for our rest. For how do we work well and how do we rest well in that, based on that relationship with God. So this is going to be very practical for everyone, for priests, for consecrated virgins, for families, for single people.
Even for people with PhDs,
Exactly.
they might benefit from this.
Yeah. So
for
if you're a
everybody.
PhD, you'll benefit as well. I think it's going to be very practical, but also spiritual, very deep. So it's going to be beautiful.
Give us a simple example. So let's say in terms of work.
Yeah.
Like my job is IT. Like what's a way in which maybe I'm not approaching work the right way that she might speak into? I don't know. We're just speculating.
We're speculating. We'd love to hear what she has to say. But I think our the way that we work has to come from our relationship with God, because God is the one who created the world. In Genesis it says God worked and then he rested.
Yes.
So God is the creator. He's the one who initiates everything that's creative, good, and beautiful. And we cooperate in God's mission, ongoing creation in the world. And when we work, if we work well based on that relationship with God, we are partnering with God in working in the world, working in the field, so to speak.
So perhaps somebody could be like really driven and overwork at times.
Yeah.
Or maybe even become like lazy or complacent and bitter about the work that they're doing, that they're stuck in. Or there's all kinds of maybe slightly distorted ways that we can approach work. And I think Hannah's going to really speak into that. Some of those lies help us to break free so that we can work in a healthy way with God, but also rest in a healthy way.
And our identities can be caught up in what we do rather than who we are in the image and likeness of God. So I think these are beautiful topics and themes to explore. So I'll leave the rest for Hannah.
Yeah, that's right.
She can do a better job than me.
When is it going to be?
It's going to be on the 5th, 6th, and 7th of March in the evening. So this is unusual because it will be a Thursday night, Friday night, and a Saturday night starting at 7 p.m. So that's the 5th, 6th, and 7th of March.
So we wanted to bless you because it's kind of approaching the end of your work week as you're entering into the rest of the weekend. That Thursday, Friday, Saturday, March 5, 6, 7, starting at 7 p.m. each night. It'll go about 90 minutes each night. And we really want you to come out. And if you can, try to book it off so you can come all 3 nights in a row. And if you can't, come out for 1, come out for 2. Like I said, I've planned my whole departure around this. This is almost like my last chance to really celebrate, be with the parish, and take in this parish mission. Can't wait for Hannah von Spruce.
I'm very excited.
We will see you there. God bless you.